So congratulations, now you're ready to run Facebook ads. And the first and foremost important thing for running Facebook ads is the Facebook pixel. It is your own salesman that Facebook has appointed to you for your ad account. Uh, so, what we're going to do is try and understand how to install Facebook Pixel on a Shopify store. Okay, uh, there are other ways to install Facebook Pixels. Uh, in if for a WooCommerce or for any other website that you have developed, please ask your developer or check out for some YouTube videos to install Facebook Pixel. So how do you install Facebook Pixel? Let's dive into it. So this is my Shopify storefront for a test store. uh, so why Facebook is so important, the Facebook Pixel is so important, is it basically understands, or it tags people with different, almost lot of variables, like age, demographics, gender, likes, dislikes, interests. What do they like on Facebook, what do they don't like on Facebook? Not just Facebook, it's Facebook and Instagram, any platform that Meta owns. So it tags people. So your Facebook pixel knows which tags to pick up, and when you're running your campaigns, it will target only those people. So that is how powerful pixel is. And then once we go into different strategies, your pixel will come into its original or its true power. Okay, so it's very important to have Facebook pixel installed on your website, to which you will be sending people to, your customers, your potential customers, to through the ads, to purchase your services or your products. So that website should have Facebook pixel. And I will also teach you how to check if Facebook pixel is installed. So what I'm going to do is, this is your Shopify page. I'm going to go to sales channels, and say recommended sales channels. There is Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to install this. I'm going to click on install. So this app on Shopify has three uh, things for it, right? First one is to help you set up Pixel, and to connect with your Facebook account, your Meta business account, and your ad accounts, and to help you with the main purpose of Pixel. The second one is to also set up catalogs in your Meta business account. Okay, so that also helps with this app. And then the third one is the shop app that you see over here. um, I don't know if you have noticed, some of international posts like US and UK have a shop button directly in a post, which is not an ad, in a post, right? So that will directly take them to a shopping experience inside their platform, not their website, in their Instagram platform itself, where they can purchase and pay the amount and place the order. So that's happening in a test phase with Meta and in different locations. So that is not going to be happening with this app in India. So that's the shop and ads, where but the three things that will be helping us is catalog, metapixel conversion API, and ad performance analytics that will report back into your ad accounts. So we're just going to start it on ads only, and it'll ask you to connect your Facebook account. So that is why it is very important that you enter or you add people while you're creating your Meta business account, uh, right? Whoever you're adding while you're creating the Meta business account should be the one who has access to their face. So the Facebook account, the person who has a Facebook account, right, that person's email ID should be entered into while creating the Meta business account, right? And now we're going to be logging into this person's Facebook, and that is what is going to connect it to the business account that we just created. So I'm going to say continue as a buy. because that is my personal account that has got connected to the business manager account. And I have, like I said, I have different business accounts. So I'm going to connect with the one that I am trying to do with this test store. So it is going to ask conservative, enhanced, and maximum. So we want maximum details that Pixel can pick up from your website visitors, right? So I'm going to say save. Data sharing is at maximum, and then connect to a set of data sets, right? So I have quite a few websites, and so it's going to show me a lot of pixels. So there's a last option that says create meta pixel, right? You can create if you don't have a pixel list over here. If you have a pixel list over here, make sure that that is the same pixel from the website. So I'm going to show you how to check if that is the same pixel. So you can see an ID over here, right? So I'm just going to connect this to an already existing pixel. I'm going to say agree and submit to review. Okay, it's going to take a few minutes, but yeah, please make sure that you know the pixel ID. If you already have a pixel in that list, note down the pixel ID, copy paste it into some place, and once you do that, now we're going to go onto the website. Before that, we're going to install a Google Chrome extension called the uh, Meta Pixel Helper. So you can just copy paste this and Google it. It's going to come to Meta Pixel Helper, Chrome Web Store, and this is going to say add to Chrome because I already have added to Chrome. It says remove from Chrome for me. I can see that this is set up. We go to settings and then say it is synced, catalog is synced, all of this is good. So I'm just going to go to this website, and as you can see, this shows one, right? So there is one pixel installed, and if I go back to this and see the pixel ID over here, this is the same app in the settings page. That's the pixel ID. It ends with 2480, and here also it ends with 2480. So yeah, now your website is having the same pixel that you have access to, that you have assigned to uh, in your Meta business account. So that is important. So that link is very important. So now this is set up. Your pixel is ready. That's good. I'll see you in the next one.